Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Hold the motion.
Now Jones. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Throwing Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Colts at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Dragon 60. Warrior 70. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Vasquez. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it'll be second down. You look at this Colt defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
19
Jacksonville.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a second and long.
Ready? 7-5, 19, 18. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Back to throw. Vasquez. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back at them. They get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
A really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A short one there, caught by Warren. Called a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. They'll look to throw again. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-3.
Jaguars 3.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
19 Charger, 19 Charger. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Throwing to start the drive. Vasquez. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Dragon 60. Viking 18.
Back to throw. Vasquez. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hurt. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
It looks like they'll move things around here. Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll get this out to Tootin. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
4 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
3. Buffalo 18. Go.
This is out quickly to the right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Hawk 70, Hawk 7, 60 Bobcats, 60, 18, Pioneers.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And that is incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, 27 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
19, Tiger, 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
And that's a good job there knuckling down as an offense. You're trying to avoid 3 and out at all costs. And after 2 straight incompletions, this one's on target, and they're able to keep the chains moving.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Panther 11, Panther 11. Check go.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw again on second down. Jones. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Coltss territory. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They need 2. Here's third down. In motion, the tight end.
19 tight, 19 tight, 18, 5 in.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's complete. He's got Tootin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
A gain of 7. First down, Jaguars.
18 run, 18 run, Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Vasquez. And he's got his big tight end here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ready, ready.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go now. 18, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. Vasquez. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
70 Rangers.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
45-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So now third and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second and 1. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 31, here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Vasquez. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, I'm just one big carry away.
Bayshore Chayton, 27 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Jaguars 17, Colts 10. Cam Little.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Boswell good with the extra point. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Now it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80. Three. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Vasquez. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Red. 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcat. 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. Vasquez. Looking to big man rumble. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 30 yards.
A gain of 30.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bashal Tootin, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Viking 18. 19.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll let one go deep for Downs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Track 60. Mustang 19.
Back to throw. Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now it's Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now Richardson back to throw it. A short one there, caught by Warren. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
It's a gain of 20. And the Colts first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go!
Now a give, right side. Goodson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Up the middle they go. Goodson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win. And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
70 Lions. Come 19. Come 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Mustang 19. Dragon 60. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
19, Pioneer.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Vasquez. Now he's going to step up and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
1st down, Jaguars.
Looking to throw. Vasquez. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's got it inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and goal, Jacksonville.
Tootin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Viking 18, go!
Here's Richardson to throw. He'll try and do this himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Okay, ready?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
70 Timberwolves. 70 Rangers. 70.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Ready up. 60 Maverick. 60. Ready. Cougar 19.
Throwing to start the drive. Vasquez. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Jaguars up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Go! Ready.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Ready,
They need 12 here. It's third down. Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Ready, break. Come on, set. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Richardson looking to throw this. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Ready. 6.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Colts 24.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 33 yards that time.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And this is caught at the 20. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. His throw caught at about the 5. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 4 yards out. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Colts 24. Cam Little to kick off.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
7 Pirates, go! Cougar 19. Buffalo 18.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Mustang 19.
Now Richardson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
One last shot for Richardson. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Jags come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jags, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try and